Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another tutorial of PHP for Beginners series, and in this video we will be learn about database, which is MySQL database. And in this video we will be create database, create a table in our database and connect our project with our database, so we can insert and receive and update and delete data from our database. So let's start. First of all, you have to type start Apache and MySQL in your XAMPP control panel. There is two ways to open PHPMyAdmin. First of all, you can click here in this section. This will automatically open PHPMyAdmin. I will explain these functionalities of PHPMyAdmin, but if you want to open it another way is you have to type localhost/PHPMyAdmin. So it will be open our PHPMyAdmin. So create a new database. You have to click on this section new. If this window did not appear, you can click in this section, then this window will be appear. You have to click on new. Now here you have to give the name of your database, like I type Cubics, and you have to click on create. You can see the database has been created, and now he's saying us to create a table. I will give the name of table is students, and here how much number of columns you want to create in this table, like 1 2 3 4. It by default the number of columns are 4. You can increase from here and decrease the number of columns. I required 4 columns: ID, name, father name and email. So click on the go button. Now you can see that in the first section you have to type your first column name like ID, and second we have to give name. And in the ID section, ID would be integer, type of ID is integer, and length we will be giving 10. And at last we have to do one thing is auto increment, because our ID would be auto increment. It means that when we enter any records, our PHPMyAdmin will be automatically allows increase one ID and allows to our record. Like when we put our first record, I mean first student record, then it will give ID to it 1, and when we put our second student record, then it will be provided ID the 2, and so on. So second thing is name. Name should be variable character, and the data type of name, I think 100 length is enough. And next we have father name, and this is also variable character, and its length is also 100. And next we have email, and email should be also given variable character, and you can give it 100. So when you put these fields, you have to click on save button. You can see that it has been created a table with ID, name, father name and email, and this is the types that we were given variable character, and this is the length of our each columns. And you can see that auto increment, this is our ID. So when you click on this browse button, you can see that it is now the table is empty: ID, name, father name and email. So we have been successfully created our database and our table. Now we will see that how to connect our project with our database. So you have to open your this section Cubicsol folder. If you did not know how to open this, you have to only go to XAMPP where your XAMPP exists. If you install XAMPP in the C section, your XAMPP will be appear here, but I am installing XAMPP in the F section, because if you install XAMPP in the C section, then when your any virus will be occurred in your window, then your all data would be lost. So make sure that your XAMPP would be always in another folder. Here is my XAMPP. You have to click on htdocs folder, and this is Cubicsol my folder. And if you want to open it with code editor, you have to click here on file, open folder, and you have to click on F, and now there is XAMPP and htdocs and Cubicsol. When you click on it and click select folder, it would be open this. I would be close the previous one, and I did not want to save it. So I will type PHP starting tag and as well as PHP closing tag, and in this section I will echo index.php. Press Ctrl S, save, and open your browser and refresh it. You can see that index.php. So by default our server opens our index.php file, but if you open another file through your URL, so you must have to type that file name. Like I want to open it register.php, I have to type register.php, then it will be open our register.php file. Otherwise it will be open our index.php file. So this is one important thing I want to tell you. Now let's start the database, that how to connect your PHP project with your database. First of all, type PHP closing tag, and in this section you have to type create a variable like con. This means connection. You can take any variable is equal to MySQLi_connect, and make sure to put semicolon at the end. and it will get 4 parameters. First of all, the name of our server, which is localhost, and the second parameter is you have to type comma, and again double quotation is root, which is by default username. And next we place password. We did not place any password, so I have to type double quotation and did not write anything in these double quotations. And next you have to type comma and again double quotations, and you have to type your database name. So open your PHPMyAdmin and you can see that in this section our database name was CUBIX, I means cubics. So you have to type your cubics name here and enter. Now our connection has been created. Now if you want to check that if our connection has been created or not, you have to type that if $con, yani it means that if connection has been created, so you have to echo the connection has been established successfully. And in the else part we will be tell that echo failed to connect to database. Press Ctrl S, save, and open your browser, and you have to type localhost and cubicsol in your URL, and when you refresh you can see that the connection has been established successfully. So now in this video we have been created our database, and we have also created our table which called students, and we have put 4 columns: ID, name, father name, and email. And as well as we also have been successfully connected our application with our database. So in the next section we will be see that how to upload data in the database. If you have any question, you can ask us in the comment section or directly WhatsApp us. Like this video and share this video with your those friends who want to learn PHP from 0 to advanced level. And finally, thanks for watching.